Alright. Alright, chat. Yo, chat, y'all see it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, chat. How it look? Chat, how's it looking, chat? Chat, we really hit 1K. We really hit 1K, chat. We did it! Oh my gosh. Yo, chat. Hold on, chat. Hello? What's up? None too much. Just streaming. Yeah. No. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try. Alright. Love you too. Bye. Alright, chat, we back. We back, chat. Chat, did the stream noti not go out, chat? I feel like it should have. It's not popping, chat. It's not popping. Where y'all at? Chat. I don't know why that man above always give me the hardest road, man. I don't know why the man above always give me the hardest road, man. But you know, we're gonna prevail. I built this shit brick by brick. And I'll be damned if you'll let it take it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Congratulations, son. You're number one. Dang. Hold on, chat. Chat, I'm popping. I'm really pulling, chat. I'm pulling views, chat. But I really did it, chat. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Nah, I'm chatting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You see, man, trying to stay about the light, about the spotlight, the club, oh shoot, and all that kind of stuff, man. Cause it's all fake. This life, this game, there ain't no love in it. It don't love you back. You feel me, A? Yeah, I feel you, B. But see, man, nigga like me, man, I love the game, love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball playing N-words, like Bird or Magic or something, man. You know, N-word got dope. N-word can lead the league. But if I leave, is the fans still gonna love me, man? Chat, y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta know, chat. Y'all gotta know.
That's it, man. So after taking that loss, you know, I'm about to go to the...
Jack, I don't want to see this.
Good.
You're playing a video game, Christian. How old are you?
20.
20. Holy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, chat. He's so old.
Why are you playing it? What video game are you playing, bro?
Wait, chat, I gotta see if check if my mic's on. Alright.
FIFA.
FIFA?
Yeah.
You smoke weed?
Yeah, I smoke.
Dang,
What are you doing with your life,
he
bro?
getting on him.
I mean, I work at Pizza Hut.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Bro, keep doing your thing, bro. You gonna make it one day, no cap. Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you, bro.
I work at Pizza Hut, playing the game, smoke weed. Woo, so aspirational. What else?
I mean, my love life not too well.
Why not?
My ex-girlfriend, she don't want to talk to me no more.
Hold on, did I
Shock.
fix this?
She doesn't want to talk to a guy that works at Pizza Hut, plays video.
I didn't fix it. Hold on. Chat, I might need to put this in theater mode. Okay.
Games and smokes weed.
Yeah.
Smart girl right there. That's a very smart girl. Woo! Give us some points.
Should be alright.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What else?
You know, I play basketball and I play soccer. That's about it.
So what do you plan on doing with your life, bro?
Oh, like I want to get like my end goal, like Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? I want to do like rentals.
Okay, so your end goal is to do Airbnbs and rentals.
He about to
How
say,
much
how does this
Airbnb
align?
and rental content you've studied today?
Never mind. He talking about content.
0.
But you had time to play the game though, right?
I thought I could play it. It was my day off, you know.
My deal.
Day off from Pizza Hut, right? Wow.
Yeah.
And who you living with?
My mom's and my auntie and stuff.
Why
Wow.
are you just
I
trying
have
him?
my own apartment. I work at Pizza Hut. I'm playing the game. My girl left me, but I got my day off. Right? What I'm gonna do on my day off? I'm gonna play the game some more. Does that Say that again. Say what? Does that sound like what you're supposed to be doing?
No,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I'll also go into barber school, like, cause I'm good at
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay.
But that's just something I just wanted to do, cause I've already been doing it for like a few years.
What is your dad in your life?
On and
Nah.
off.
Oh.
Okay. So that's his fault. That's unfortunate. Do you have friends in your
I
life?
knew when he
Yeah,
hesitated, he
good
was
to you?
about to say nah.
What do they do?
somewhat. Uh, about the same thing I do, honestly.
About the same thing I do.
Smoke
Work at
weed,
Pizza
play
Hut
video games, and work at Pizza Hut?
Or different jobs, but about the same. Yeah,
Oh
They smoke weed too,
my
right?
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does that trajectory look like the place you're supposed to be going? If you want to be a
There he
stoner
goes. There he goes.
loser
There he says it.
that a girlfriend leaves them, is that what you want for your life, bro?
I was waiting
Nah.
for him to
What do you
say,
want for your life?
oh, does this line up?
Well, shit, I wanted to be an NBA player, but
But you look tall.
Dang. Yo, it happens in every man's life. The hoop dreams go away. Mine went away recently, but that. If y'all want to hear the story,
How tall are you?
6'3".
So what happened with your NBA
I
dreams?
told this story before.
I feel like I started late.
Okay, so you just gave up in life in general.
Just
Because you
gave
started
up
late?
in life.
Yeah. Well, nah. Not
Yeah.
really. I mean, I had to think about what I was going to do after that.
So at what point are you going to decide that enough is enough, that you're tired of living this mediocre life? What's going to be the switch for you? Because did the girlfriend tell you why she left you?
No.
She just one day just got up and left.
She said she hate me, yeah. Something like that.
Ooh.
She said she hates you?
What did he do?
Damn, that's pretty intense. She just hates you. I mean, was it the Pizza Hut that was turning her off with the game?
Pizza
I
Hut.
don't know what it was.
Damn, bro.
I don't know what it was.
So when did y'all break up?
We broke up like
Might have
3
been the
months
Pizza
ago.
Hut.
Have you had sex since then?
Like one time.
You watch porn?
Nah, I've been trying to quit, and I've been pretty good on it, really.
Okay. So at some point you got to decide, man, that you don't want to be a loser.
Good.
Because right now, that's the path that you're heading now. Smoking weed, no career, not studying anything, working at Pizza Hut, living with my moms. My girlfriend left me. How doesn't that piss you off, Christian? How doesn't that? What I'm trying to understand about men is, how doesn't that piss you off? How can you have a life where you're basically invisible and that doesn't make you mad?
He don't know what to say.
Shit, man.
Let me tell you what we're
I don't
gonna
really
do. The first thing we're gonna do is I want you to stop hanging out with your friends. I know it's gonna be hard. I know they're gonna tell you, yo, bro, come smoke with us. Find an excuse why you can't. You need to leave them the fuck alone. All right? Sign up. You know what's gonna save you? You know what's gonna save you?
What?
You sign up for a boxing gym. We need you to build some discipline. Because what you're doing right now there's
this
nothing
a
that's
start?
pushing you. So what I want you to do, what city do you live in?
I live in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Oh, that's valid.
I want you to find the nearest boxing gym. Sign up for a boxing gym. Just go in there, tell them, hey, you'll clean up, you'll do whatever. You just want somebody to help you learn how to fight. I want you to build that be your foundation. Build your foundation by learning
This
how to
dude
defend
right here
yourself. That'll teach you some
is in
discipline.
Miami.
That'll keep you off these streets with these retards that you call your friends. That'll make you more dedicated. So where you start to pursue something in your life. Can you do that?
I could do that.
All right, man. For you. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. At some point, you gotta want to do this shit for yourself. You gotta want to be a better man for you. Don't go down the path that everybody else in your life is going down. mediocrity.
W
being
aliens.
a loser, not accomplishing shit.
What are you talking about, aliens?
You obviously want to change your life. So that's what I want you to do. Sign up for a gym, start fighting, start being more disciplined, and it'll help you. It'll help you create some foundation in your life. All right.
Do it for you, bro.
All right, man. Get to work, man.
I'm doing it for me, bro. Chat, this video seems good, bro.
So what's going on with your day like?
It's going bad, man. Like right now, I'm overweight right now. Like I gained.
Chat, did my PC just crash? Like, what's good with this? What's good with this, bro? So what did you learn from this vid? So what I learned is go to your nearest boxing gym and find someone who will teach you how to fight. Even if you gotta clean up or do whatever, just go to the boxing gym and box. Learn how to fight. That's what I learned.
You don't offend me. You don't scare me.
No matter how much makeup you wear.
Good morning, my boy Sasha.
You're still great. Slay. All right, you're good. Who's up next?
Chat, this dude is doing this in Utah, chat. Stay out of Utah.
Hey, I will say this. You got fatter since last time.
He's wilding.
Might want to exercise a little bit. I know school just started. The gyms are probably open.
I'm not here to listen.
Yes, sir. That's what I learned.
Anyways,
go.
Yeah, we should get Muhammad out here.
Nobody watches WNBA. WNBA wouldn't be a thing, right?
Hold on. I gotta recenter this. Yo, chat, should I re-upload like one of my viral videos? I kind of want to. I might try it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's subsidized, bro. Do you not realize it's negative? Every year, it loses money?
If it loses money every year, it wouldn't be smart to keep it running, right? But it's
you're right. You're right. See, that's why you're Asian. You're smart. Notice how the guys are able to control themselves and they.
That is a crazy statement.
Wait their turn. Then the women are just yelling in the background, etc. Get her a spatula somewhere.
Do we need to bring
Get her a spatula?
Sharia law
He's
to
wildin'.
to get.
He's wildin'. Bro, did you
Are
regret
women back
accidentally
in
selling
check?
a secret? Bro, it's alright, bro. I didn't mean to do it, but I did it. Bro.
What's up, guys?
Sasha, if you could give me tra-la-la, I'll give you a brain rot worth $1 million per second.
Guys, welcome. I think I'm here somewhere in South Carolina, right? Columbia, South Carolina. I think that's where we're at right now.
Never
USC.
mind.
Myron Gaines, one half of the Fresh and Fit podcast, aka the most misogynistic, anti-Semitic. I'm just kidding. So here are just some of my positions, I guess, that I can give you guys, both politically and culturally, so you guys have an idea of where I stand. Number one, women are dumb. They need to be second-class citizens.
Whoa!
Blacks are crooks. Jews run America.
Oh my gosh!
Chinese are good with math. Trans
this is
should
wicked.
Be in asylums and away from guns and away from our kids. Gays should not be able to adopt children.
I'm a crook.
And Title IX is a scam. So my first topic
I don't know what Title IX
is. In asylums. I mean, I think.
He's saying crazy stuff. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty self-explanatory. We saw what happened tragically in Minneapolis. Individual thought it was a good idea to
if you give me
open fire on innocent children. And this isn't the first time that we've had these crazies do this. This also happened earlier up in Tennessee. And I think we need to have a serious discussion on trans people, mental illness, and them not being able to procure firearms. You know, men and women are different. We're biologically different. And if you try to take a guy and tell him that he's a woman or he feels like he's a woman, something is wrong with him. So I think that creates a lot of issues for us as a society. And we need to stop cucking ourselves and thinking, oh, let's go ahead and just, you know, he feels like he's a woman, so let's treat him like he's a woman.
Clip
and then he goes ahead and plays in female sports and smashes all the girls because they suck. So it's like, you know, for all the feminists that are mad at me, you guys should agree with me on this one at least, because I'm protecting female sports even though it's useless. So I do think that women should have the ability to play sports and everything, but let's not be delusional here and think that it's the same as male sports or that it's entertaining. Nobody shows up to WNBA games. The NBA has to subsidize it. And yeah.
I do.
Oh, look, they're saying, "Oh, bro, we show up."
Hey, girl, if you
Why
want
are you
it.
talking shit about our women's basketball team? Because you don't know how to play basketball.
Oh, shoot.
That's your argument?
He doesn't know how to play
Why are you talking shit
basketball.
about women with people with disabilities? Because both people with disabilities have sports with issues. So why are you talking shit about that? So what's your
Okay, so
problem?
what's your main grievance? Is it about women's sports and basketball or
Oh
disabilities?
my gosh.
Both.
Okay, well, for the basketball thing, women.
Wait, let me finish talking.
Oh, wow, okay.
So what about you? What about you? What's your disability? Do you have any disabilities?
I have a high tolerance for stupid people talking to me. I'd say
Yeah,
that's a
not
disability.
no disability. Because you're racist. Thank you very much.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Now, what he said,
Ask a bunch of questions.
low key, it could be considered that, I would say. But Trollalero, I can't. I need the regular boy one
This is the
to
walk away.
rebirth.
Makes sense. Perfect.
Oh, shoot. You tell him.
Hello.
There you go, guys. Prove my point right there, man. Women
Hello.
can't control themselves. Go ahead.
I have a cool talent.
Yeah.
If you give me any random date and year, I could tell you the exact day of the week you were born on.
Say that again. Any random what? His
Like-
mic is down. I can't hear him.
Like, when's your birth?
Yeah, you
Like,
got to talk closer to the mic. I can barely hear you. Go ahead.
Like, when's your birthday and year, and I could tell you the exact day of the week you were born on.
Okay, you're like a numerologist or something, or?
I'm a human calendar. I'm a savant. Like, when's your birthday and year, and I can tell you the exact day of the week you were born on. Trust me.
Do you need what is it? The day in the
Month.
Yeah, the day and the year.
The day. Oh,
Yeah,
the day in
April
the year.
20th, 1990.
April 20th, 1990 is
Yeah.
a Wednesday.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have the Trollalero, my boy. It's alright.
No, you had it right. You had it right. 420.
Wait, April 20th, 1990? No, that wasn't a Wednesday. That was a Friday.
Okay, all right. It's a Friday. There you go. Okay, who's up next? Any other astrology people or numerologists or something?
My boy just
What's up,
living.
man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I just have one
Wait,
quick question.
I wonder what race this dude is. Because he just said something. I don't know. He's probably like, I don't know, maybe Middle Eastern. Looks like it. I don't know.
Question, what's
Sure.
your bench?
What's a what?
What's your bench?
What's my what?
Bench.
Bench.
Oh, what's my
Max?
bench? I don't know, man. I haven't benched in a while. I do mostly calisthenics.
What's calisthenics? How many pull-ups can you do?
Between 15 and 20.
That's solid.
Yeah.
250?
250.
Bro just wanted to flex.
Yeah, I do mostly calisthenics nowadays, man. I'm getting old. Actually, we were talking about that on the way here.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
What are your thoughts on Peter Thiel and J.D. Vance next election?
Well, Peter Thiel is quite literally a cocksucker. And I think that he's ushering in a very dangerous future for us. You know, the guy is literally behind the software, him and Alex Karp, that's killing a bunch of innocent children all across Gaza.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I think having a bunch of
gotta show me.
technocrats in positions of power can be quite problematic for our future.
So you said
And
that.
as far as J.D. Vance, like his background is very shady.
You just cut him
So you
off.
said that transgender shouldn't be allowed to have guns, correct?
Yes.
But don't you think it's a slippery slope, and eventually that might be tyrannical overreach? So the government might ban like more people from having guns.
That's a totally good argument. We already have that though, because we already have under 18 U.S.C. 922, which is what the federal agencies arrest people for whenever they're a prohibited person. We already have a bunch of different classes of people that can have guns, and I think we need to put trans people in that classification.
But like
under the mental illness.
But wouldn't they just put more people? Like, couldn't they consider people based off certain political views mentally ill? And wouldn't that just start making to where eventually no one can have guns?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely make that argument, but I think it's pretty distinct that people that are transsexual need to definitely be put in there. I mean, if you have a certain political ideology, that could be on a case-by-case basis, but I think when it comes to trans, it's pretty obvious that there's something wrong there with them mentally.
Aight.
No worries.
He just said, "I."
Anybody else? Anybody else? I know we got some people that just walked in. Can go through some of my positions again. Number one, women
How
are
do you
dumb.
do
Blacks
it?
are crooks. Jews run America. Indians smell. Chinese are good at math. Trans should be in asylums and away from guns. Title IX is a scam, and female sports is a waste of time. I know that you guys said something about, someone was complaining about you guys have a good female sports basketball team or something like that. So, I mean, that's great and all, but it's like, you know, female sports is kind of like, you have a kid, right? Like, let's say you got a kid or like a cousin or
I know
something,
what
like a
he's
little
about to
cousin.
say.
Gives you like
and they're little, and then they get like some kind of participation award or something, and they're like, they're not that good. He's about to say
painting
something
that's all
like that.
crappy and it sucks and it's like finger painting or whatever.
Never
and they give
mind.
it to you and you're like, oh, thank you, and you like frame it or whatever more because like you love them, no, not necessarily because the art is good. That's like female sports. Like you're there because it's like, okay, I go to school here. I like this girl or I like this person. I'm here to show support.
That makes sense. Does it work in a private server or no?
But like realistically speaking, you're not there because it's like actually good. You're there as like moral support. That's like what women's sports is kind of. Because the reality is, we would just, if they were so good, they would compete with the men, but they can't do that. So, you know, and I also find it interesting how we'll sit here and we'll subsidize female sports, right? Even though it's like negative, doesn't make money, it's completely an L. But like we would never do that for male sports. Like if the NBA for some weird reason was like negative and didn't produce any type of profit, we would get rid of it. We would completely, it would be disbanded. But like for the WNBA, we allow it to keep going, even though it's a money sink because of feelings, right? This kind of comes back to my whole concept of, you know, we make separate standards for women while simultaneously watering down the entire industry. I'll give you another example. I don't think women should be in law enforcement, especially in positions where they're going to have to be hands-on, right?
He has
Because
crazy
I
hot
can tell you someone that used to work
takes.
in law enforcement, and anyone here that works in law enforcement knows you have a female backup. It's like, damn, you're pretty much on your own, because they just don't have the same physical capacity to take down a suspect or enforce an arrest
Jones was
properly.
good.
And a lot of the times, their ineptitude will put you in danger. They're more likely to shoot. They're more likely to escalate because they don't have the physical strength to subdue
the
a
aggressive
person
female cop
or
I've
a
heard of
suspect,
that, low-key.
and it creates a lot of issues. So that's another example. Military as well.
Like I'd be scared sometimes.
What's that, man?
I'm sorry.
Your mic
There's
is
a moth on it.
Is it good now? Okay.
Yeah, it should be. You got to talk real close to it though, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear it now. All right. So last time you were here, I asked you about your sympathies for the Nazi
it's
Party.
working
Would you mind
every private
elaborating
server.
on like
Alright, that's
why
cool.
you believe the Nazis are a good thing?
Well, the thing is, you want to.
Wait, they're a
we
good.
started this
That's
thing.
what he said.
Look, we'll do that at the end. We'll do that. Well, the thing is,
Believe the Nazis are for the Nazi. All right. So last time you were here, I asked you about your sympathies for the Nazi Party. Would you mind
He looks like
elaborating
a
on like
professor.
why you believe the Nazis are a good thing?
yeah, because we just started this thing. Look, we'll do that at the end. We'll do that at the end.
Does anyone else have a question, or would they like to hear the answer?
Well, we'll do it. We'll do it at the because here's the thing: is we're streaming right now. I have no problem talking about this
streaming.
topic, but we're streaming right now.
But
so
you have no problem
that's why.
addressing it.
streaming.
You should have no problem addressing it in public, right?
Well,
you've said
like,
it. On
I've
your
talked about it publicly a
podcast
bunch of
before.
times. We're live on a bunch
So
of
you can
different
hold my
platforms
brain
that have
rods,
user
and I'll
guidelines,
pay
which
you
in
back.
itself
What's
should
your
tell
name?
you kind of the world that we live in, where
How many
censorship
do
is
you
extremely
have?
heavy. So
Well, I mean, you're a free speech warrior, right?
I
So what
am
does it matter
absolutely,
that
but
there
we're
are
on
these-
platforms that don't respect free speech, unfortunately.
So this
like
is all
YouTube,
about just
etc.
monetization, then, right?
No, actually, no. I'm demonetized for talking about this stuff. It's more about getting the
Okay, then
information
talk
out
about
there.
it. Why not talk
But
about
again, like I said before, we'll definitely talk about it. But we literally just started the stream. Don't want to fucking get the thing canceled right now. So we'll have
Okay.
that discussion. I'm happy to have it. We're here till 3, man. We're here till 3.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad you can get that bag, but
Here till 3.
just so everyone's
Glad
aware,
you
he
can
will
get
not,
that
for the
bag.
second time in a row, address the question of
We
why
just
he-
started up the stream, dude, and we're on another guy's stuff. I'm not going to ruin someone else's platform, okay?
I mean, I'm really sorry for him, but like, you're not
No,
really
no,
free
no. It's
speech warrior,
fine.
man.
We're here till 3. If you're so brave about it, come back. We have this discussion at the end.
Sure, man.
Because like you always come in the middle of the stream. Like, come at the end and we can discuss it. I have no problem talking about it. No, you definitely did. You came in the middle last time as well. You did the same thing. You came in the middle last time as well. But we'll have that discussion. No problem. Never say I love them, but that's fine. You can mischaracterize my position.
5 because you gave me a little chicken. All right.
They lied. I'll tell you this.
It's not too many.
There's a lot of lies World War II for a bunch of different reasons. Now it's a non-statement. Okay. Yeah, and you're a pussy.
Yo, someone subbed.
And you're a pussy. Well, no, come back again. We'll have that discussion and then come back again. You just come in the middle trying to sabotage. I know what you're trying to do, bro.
Some. Thank you, bro.
Because he did the same exact
Thank you
shit
for the
last time.
sub.
And at the end of the day, we're on people's platforms that aren't mine, so I don't want to ruin what they got because of my political views.
Vincent.
What's up, man?
Vinces.
But we can have it at the end. We'll have that discussion at the end for sure. We'll cut to Rumble and we'll fucking go all in.
Something like that. Sorry if I
What's up?
mispronounced your
Alright,
name. I
So
tried.
you
I really
said
tried.
blacks are crooks. What that mean? Where that come from?
But later, because you're
What type
watching
of sense
something.
that
All
make?
right. Yeah, that is blacks is
Look at
crooks
me.
is crazy.
So I don't
Look
want to
at
live in
me.
a predominantly black neighborhood.
You see where I live at?
Yeah, it's mostly white people.
Yeah, hell yeah. But
Yeah.
still.
So I think me and you agree on that one.
No, that don't mean blacks are crooks though. It's black people here that's great people. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hella
sure.
me.
But I don't want to live in a black majority neighborhood.
That don't mean they crooks. You ain't.
Well,
you ain't
the reason why is
talking about the
because
real
it's high
business,
crime
though.
areas 9 out of 10 times.
Damn right. But you'll survive. You'll be
What was
alright. You're dead right. In certain areas like Chicago or some shit, but it ain't
Yeah.
in Chicago. Niggas ain't finna just shoot you for no reason out here.
You mean here or where?
Yes, here in Columbia. They not finna
Yeah.
just
But like,
shoot
no,
you.
bro. Like, I'm not trying to be like black majority neighborhoods tend to be high crime, and I don't want to be there. And I know you don't want to be there either. That's why you're here, right?
Nah,
Because you're not at
actually-
Howard for a reason, right?
Nah,
So,
I just went here because I like USC.
well, you're speaking really, bro. You got to talk into my. I
like
can barely
Columbia.
hear you.
I like USC Columbia.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. It's good breakdown here.
Yeah.
Ratio.
But like, whenever you say blacks are crooks, you gotta like give a point and some specific like truths to it, because you just
Why
said
are
blacks
they
crooks? And
crooks?
then high crime rate.
Yeah, they're a minority of the population, yet they commit a majority of the violent crime. Simple as that. Yeah. Like what, 13% of the population, and then the men are like about 6%, and then
That's
they're
also a
committing something like 50% of the violent crime.
That's also a result.
That's a problem.
That's also a result of where they are and what they're in and what the government do to them and how they feel. Because you got to think about it, they on government assistance. They sitting here in the hood and they think the only way out is to sell some drugs and shoot some guns. But that's not the truth. You can go to university still.
Well, that just removes
They just don't know
accountability. That just removes accountability from black people.
It's because there's less opportunity.
Well, that's not an excuse. There's plenty of people that grow up poor that are able to make something themselves
Damn
without being
right.
criminals.
Look, it's people that can do it, but the fact that they have to fight, and instead of just being white and being born white and just come to school, come to USC and be great, you can't just do that as a
I
nigga.
miss
It's not
Ricardo.
gonna happen.
I would.
You
I would
gotta
argue
stay
that
up
you have
till
more
1
opportunities as a
a.m.
black person as a white guy nowadays.
That's crazy. That's a lot. I don't know if that's crazy, but yo, yeah, y'all want me to stream the 15th at like 6 a.m.? Would that be valid for y'all or not? EST?
Damn lie.
No, that's the truth.
Boy, you a damn
Yeah.
lie. You know that.
No.
You know that.
And as a white,
Just do that as a nigga. It's not gonna happen.
I would argue that you have more opportunities as a black person as a white guy
Boy,
nowadays.
you a damn lie.
No, that's the truth.
Boy, you a damn
Yeah.
lie. You know that.
No.
You know that.
Chat.
So
Where they-
yeah, I can
bro,
talk about
where
that.
this
So
at,
here's the
bro?
thing, bro. With DEI,
Where is
affirmative
this at?
action, etc., like we've absolutely made it where minorities and women have far more opportunities than white guys. That's the truth. So
Because they don't need no help. They got it already. They got it as soon as they was popped out the coochie.
well, here's the thing. Look, if we're gonna go off of meritocracy, that's cool, but we don't go off meritocracy. We go off of we want to go ahead and fill quotas so that we can have a diverse workplace. And then what ends up happening is you have a bunch of people that aren't qualified for the job or not as good because we want to bring them in to diversify the workplace. I think that's a big problem.
That
I think
ain't
we need to
black
go off
people. That's the
4 or
women
5.
thing. That's the women thing. That's not black people. You don't
Nah,
stay on the black
6
people topic.
six,
Yeah, a lot of black people
6
are on some bullshit.
6
And they
a.m.
school, they
EST.
get these positions,
I'll-
and they
I'll
shouldn't
be
be in
up.
there, but they end up coming in
I'm
somehow
on
because
15,
they get
and
they
I
get
could
accepted
probably
with lower test
stream,
scores.
but
they
it's
get
gonna be
accepted
at
because of
school.
certain opportunities where they're like, we need
And
to
if they
accept this
aren't
amount of
qualified,
kids
they
into
like
our
it
school
alive.
to fit this quota. So it waters down the entire environment.
But if they aren't qualified, they will fail.
What was that?
If they aren't qualified, they will fail the course, no matter if they get in or
No,
not.
they
right?
get in with lower test scores.
Yeah,
my
and
point.
they get in and fail if they aren't qualified.
But
for
the
it,
point
right?
is they took that position from someone
That's
else
true.
that wouldn't have failed if they got
too
in. So
damn
they get an
bad.
opportunity that they never deserved in the first place. That proves my point.
I
They
don't
get in,
think
they
so.
fail. They shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, exactly. They failed. They just ain't make it. They not.
But they
good enough.
took. You don't understand. For them to get that spot,
It's
they
an
displaced
example.
someone else
That's
that
one
was
person.
qualified.
You talking about some small couple people that get in.
Oh,
and
now
not
small
supposed to
couple
be there.
people.
Cause I'm a person that done got there for a reason. You feel me? So whenever you somebody that got there for a reason, it's a difference between somebody that just got there because they black. I got here because I did my job. I did my work. I ain't get here because I'm black. I ain't get here because I'm black. So
Time
they
you
like,
gonna
black
end
people
stream?
let the black nigga in.
Probably
So
like
if you got
9
4.2
something.
GPA,
If you got here based off your meritocracy, then you should be mad that they're allowing black people in
No,
that
I'm
don't
mad
have
that
the
you
same
saying
merit
that
because that
black
makes you
people
look
in-
bad.
I'm mad that you saying black people in general ain't got it like that. Like we the ones that's crooks. So
Chop.
we can't just come here and do it off our own muscle. We can't.
Yo, who's
Okay,
Chop,
so-
my
We don't
boy?
ever get that opportunity.
Rex.
Look.
Who's
This is that
shocked?
victim mindset again that black people tend to have.
Okay, yeah.
If you grow up in a bad environment, right? You can't blame everybody else for growing up in a bad environment. You can overcome and make something of yourself. But it's no one's obligation to feel sorry for you or make make concessions for you to be able to get in, or for them to lower their standards because you grew up in a bad neighborhood or you grew up poor.
What are
I
you
grew up
talking
poor.
about,
I was
bro?
able to figure it out, right? I grew up with brown skin.
You playing this treatment for the hus. Oh, so you want a dick ride? Okay.
I grew up with all the
I see how
stereotypes
it
against
is.
me, but I was able to figure it out, and I didn't let that stop me. So the problem is that people will sit there and say, "Oh, I'm from the hood," blah blah blah.
Chat. Rex, get the balls, Rex. Oh, yes, Rex. Oh my gosh.
It's like that. You're limiting yourself.
Yeah, but they could be from the hood, and then their uncle is the goddamn big homie. They uncle OG. They uncle OG. He gonna jump in as soon as they turn 12. As soon as he hop off the porch, he born into this, bro. He gets stuck there as soon as he hopped off.
Well,
the
guy is like a GTA NPC. Bro, Dre, these takes is crazy. Look at this. It says, you can't see this right here. Right here. He said blacks are crooks. Hold on, I'll play it for you right now. It's 1641. I got you.
What's up, guys?
To America to get.
So here are just some of my positions, I guess, that I can
All right,
give you
just
guys.
listen to this. Just listen to this.
So you guys
Bro,
have
what
an
was
idea of
you
where
doing?
I stand. Number one, women are
All right,
dumb.
my
They need
fault,
to be
my
second-class
fault.
Citizens.
Don't pay attention
Blacks
to
are
that.
crooks. Jews run America. Indians stink. Chinese are good with math. Trans should be in asylums and away from guns and away from our kids. Gays should not be able to adopt children. And Title IX is a scam. So my first topic here.
Wicked takes! Oh my gosh.
Is trans should be in asylums. I mean, I think that's pretty But I was able to figure it out, and I didn't poor. I grew up poor. I was able to meritocracy. If you got here off your meritocracy, then you should be mad that they're yourself. But it's no one's obligation to feel sorry for you or make concessions for you to be able to get in, or for them to lower their standards because you grew up in a bad neighborhood or you grew up poor. I grew up poor. I was able to figure it out, right? I grew up with brown skin. I grew up Muslim. I grew up with all the stereotypes against me, but I was able to figure it out, and I didn't let that stop me. So the problem is that people will sit there and say, "Oh, I'm from the hood," blah blah blah. It's like that. You're limiting yourself.
Yeah, but they could be from the hood, and then their uncle is the goddamn big homie. They uncle OG. The OG. He gonna jump them in as soon as they turn 12. As soon as he hop off the porch, he born into this, bro. He gets stuck there as soon as he hopped off the porch.
Who chooses if he jumps off the porch?
Yeah, but he ain't got nowhere to go after that. Once he do, at 12 years old, hey, he already in the streets. He's stuck there forever. Now.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Then. Kill him if he try to leave.
Let me ask you this.
Right?
Do you think black people have agency?
What?
Do black people have agency?
I don't know what that is,
bruh.
You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know what that is.
Good job on hitting 1K. God bless. God bless, bro. You right, bro.
4.2.
Jesus, bro.
4.2.
Bruh, this is why college is a scam, bro. Hold on, Lee. College.
4.2.
Catch you, my boy.
You got the 4.0, bro. Like, come on, man.
4.2.
Yeah,
4.2.
4.2.
Bruh, this is why college is a scam, bro. Hold on, Lee. College is a scam.
Yeah, yo, like.
College is a scam, bro. So, look, we can't sit here and say, oh, they're going to hop off the porch on one side and be like, oh, my God, we got to, make all these concessions for them. And then on the other hand, be like, oh, yeah, they don't have any agency. It's like, dude, you got to take accountability. It's either you're an adult and you make your own decisions, you got to live with those decisions, or not. We treat you like a second-class citizen. Last time I checked, I think MLK fought for equal rights, equal civil liberties, which means you got to deal with the responsibility that comes with that authority. What's up, man?
All right, so I believe you quoted the statistic. You said 13% of the population commits 50% of the violent crime, right?
Boy, I'll be on show,
well, 30% of the population.
All right, bro.
Right, so based off that, what conclusion would you come to based off that?
Well, you mean, sorry, what's
the conclusion that you come to based off that statistic?
A minority of the people are committing a majority of the violent crime.
Because why?
There's a multitude of different reasons.
Well, what do you believe the reason to be? You think
broken homes, the lack of the father figure in the household, bad culture, elevating, drug and hip hop / gang violence, and over going to school and being educated.
Low key, the rappers is kind of.
It's very complex.
Because of that, you would say that in general, you generalize that black people.
Can you
are
speak
crooks.
up, bro? Guys, we got to turn up the mic for these guys because I can barely hear them. let's turn up their mic. So, sorry, like I'm struggling to hear what you guys are saying. So just speak up, please.
Based off that, you said that black people are crooks, right?
Yes, they tend to be. Yes, not all, but they tend to be.
So if we follow that same logic, do you know how many mass shootings there have been in the past, like, couple of 10 years?
How many mass shootings?
Yes.
Yeah, how many mass shootings?
It's about 3,000 or 4,000 since like 2018, right?
Okay.
That's
How many of those shootings have been perpetrated by trans people?
I know this
Probably.
year, or over the past 2 years, we've had 2 or 3.
Was
In
it two?
Nashville, this one.
It's 4 since 2018, right?
It's 4? Okay.
It
one
was
too
a
many.
couple of people.
Right, that would come out to about 0.1% of the population, right?
Sure.
Do you know how many people in America are trans?
How many?
About 1 or 2%.
Yeah, it's a very small percentage, yeah.
So
That's kind of a
But I've
lot.
talked about this before, where I've said that like people on the right wing tend to inflate the trans problem, but I still do think it's a problem, and I do think that they shouldn't have guns, and I don't think they should have the ability to adopt children either. They're a minority for sure. I see what you're saying. You're like, look, they're a minority. Why do we care? Well, they just killed 2 kids yesterday, so that's a problem. And quite frankly, I think if we can go ahead and handle this problem right now while it's still a topic, they shouldn't have guns.
So based off the logic, though, you know who commits 97% of the mass shootings in America?
Who?
Straight men.
What's
So
that?
straight men.
Sure.
So based off that logic, would you say that straight men are more likely to commit a mass shooting than a trans person?
Well, straight men are also the majority of the cops, the majority of the firefighters, the majority of the guys that protect this country, the majority of guys that are in our armed forces.
Yeah, they are
97%
majority.
though.
Yeah, but that's true. But the reality is that they're not mentally ill. Like if you're trans, definition, you're mentally ill. Something's wrong with you. Okay, versus being a straight man, that's natural. Not the same whatsoever. Not an equal comparison whatsoever.
My point is, though, you're trying to say that trans people are more dangerous and they shouldn't have guns whenever they,
Yes.
per capita, commit less mass shootings than straight men, which is a per capita stat
capita.
that you brought to earlier, saying that's why black people are crooks, is because 13% of them commit 50% of the violent crimes, right? So why
Yes.
can't you apply that same logic to straight men?
Because again, being straight is natural. It's the way that we've been able to create this beautiful society we have now was created by
Alright.
straight men, right? Trans people are inherently sick. Something is wrong with them. If you cannot sit there and identify the fact that you don't know what your gender is, well, life is a lot harder than figuring that out, which bathroom you got to go to. So these are people that aren't mentally assimilable to the society, and they need to be, kind of kept out from certain privileges, such as having a gun.
Even though they commit
And,
less
and,
shootings.
and to compare them to straight men is absolutely ridiculous and
Even though they
ludicrous.
commit less shootings than other groups,
And
right?
not only that, also keep in mind that 60% of trans have mental issues. 60% of them, and that's just the people that decide to actually go ahead and go see a psychiatrist. We haven't even figured out the people that don't go see a psychiatrist.
Right,
So a
but-
majority of them are already mentally ill. That disqualifies them off rip.
I don't think you're addressing my point about.
I'm definitely addressing
No,
your point.
hold
You're trying
on.
to compare
That's
trans
crazy.
people to straight people.
I'm
and that's
comparing
not
the
a-
numbers.
What was that?
I'm comparing the numbers.
Yeah, but the numbers need to be stemmed from somewhere. And if we're going to compare the numbers, we need to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. You're comparing straight heterosexual men that built the world up to where we see now, so that you can enjoy a lot of the
I'm
benefits
playing
you
on
have,
my
like the headphones
computer
on your
right now,
head,
watching
the
your
shirt
phone
you're
on my
wearing,
stream.
the buildings
Appreciate
that
you,
we
my
see
boy.
here, to trans people that don't contribute anything to society besides mental illness, us having to call them she when it's really a he, and a bunch of other problems. They don't really contribute to society the same way that straight men do.
And
So
that-
they're not the same whatsoever.
No, in that case, though, then the point you're coming to isn't based off any numbers or facts. It's based off the fact that you just don't like trans people.
Well, we need to have some type of nuance here and understand what we're comparing and be honest here. If we're just going to go straight off numbers and not identify apples to apples,
He
then it's
knows
not
a
going
lot
to make
of
sense.
statistics.
I'm identifying apples as people who identify, because you believe being trans is a choice, correct?
What was that?
Do you believe being trans is a choice?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think being straight is a choice?
What was that?
Do you think being straight is a choice?
No. I think, well, being straight is a choice or being gay is a choice?
Being straight.
Yeah, that's the natural way that it's supposed to be.
So everybody else who's outside of that, they're making a choice to do something else, right?
They're making a choice to be strange, yes. They're making to be a degenerate.
So my point is, though, people who identify, who are straight, who are men, right? They
Yep.
commit an over amount of the mass shootings. I don't think that straight men are more likely to commit mass shootings, but the numbers state that if you're trans, you have a lower chance of committing a mass shooting because they're 1% of the population and only commit 0.1% of the mass shootings.
Again. It's great. Like they're like, see, he's talking numbers.
The only
Again,
thing that you're saying,
it's very simple, bro. It's very simple. It's very simple.
numbers?
Straight men created the society.
You don't like numbers?
A lot of the no, it's not about the numbers. It's about if you're gonna go ahead and compare the numbers, you got to compare the numbers where it makes sense. Okay, comparing straight men to trans men when trans men don't contribute to society to the same degree that straight men do. See, this is how crazy it is, right? We live in this world, right? We live in this world where people forget how society was built. We've civilized the world so much that we've forgotten how we got here in the first place. We forgot that this country was built upon the backs of heterosexual men that had a family to go back to. So it went ahead and spurred ingenuity to go ahead and create a society.
Low
to
key,
compare,
it was built. Nah, I'm not. I can't speak on it.
trans
I
is be
can't
like,
speak
well,
on how it was
straight guys do X, Y, Z. Also,
But-
straight guys are the majority.
Yeah, if
there's
you
more
know,
straight
you
guys
know.
than there
At the
are
beginning,
trans people.
Right,
and
but-
trans
Y'all
people
know
don't
what
contribute to
it's built
society,
by.
so they're not going to get the same level of. I'm not going to give them the same level of, oh yeah, let's go ahead and accept this bad behavior from them when they're a minority and they only create problems. Okay,
Straight
so
men
it's not
make
the
up
same
over
whatsoever.
40% of the population, and yet commit 97% of the mass shootings.
Again, but they
That's over double.
but they also protect society. They also contribute to society. They're also the working force. They're also paying taxes. They're also doing all these
so
other
that's
things.
okay that
so,
they're allowed to commit double the mass shootings, is what you're saying.
well, if they're significantly more, then it only would make sense that they would commit more of the crimes if they do. But you're offsetting all the other positives that they're doing as well.
I think everybody has. I think everybody has something to offer. That's not my point. My point is based
Well,
off
what I'm
of,
saying is that trans don't offer. That's the problem. So that's why a lot of their
that's
of the
not
issues that
based
they
on any
bring.
facts, though. That's because you just don't like trans people.
No, it's not that I don't like them. I think that they need to be put in a certain position where they don't have certain accesses to certain things that can create problems for the rest of society, whether it's having guns, which I think is problematic in itself. I don't think felons should have guns either. I don't think, illegal aliens should have guns. I don't think people that renounce their citizenship, people that got a dishonorable discharge, I think we need to put them in that category alongside all those.
That's kind of like true. Like felons, no. Aliens, no.
Under other individuals.
Based off the
But
fact
it's
that
so
you don't
easy
like
to
them,
get
though.
it, bro.
No, I don't like
Because
the
they
people
don't-
that have guns and that they're not
insanely
mentally
easy,
stable.
but
That's what I don't like.
But they don't
can exist. I don't have a
easy.
problem with them existing, whatever. But if you're gonna go ahead and be mentally ill, you don't get the same privileges and rights as people that are sane.
That's
simple as that. Just like the other people, like that's by your logic. Oh yeah, you hate felons and you hate everybody else. I don't hate them. I just think that we need to have restrictions on certain people to protect the mass society. I think that how people feel,
You think being
right,
trans
versus
should be
what's
a
real
crime?
are two different things. What was that?
You think being trans should be a crime?
No, it doesn't necessarily need to be a crime, but I don't think that they should necessarily be.
Because you're lumping them in with just criminals.
What was that?
You're just lumping them in with criminals. People
No,
who are
they're mentally ill.
dishonorably
They're
discharged.
mentally ill.
Felons.
And that under federal statute,
non-citizens in America. You're just lumping them in with criticals and equating it to
Criminals,
essentially.
yeah.
they're mentally ill.
Low key, he is.
Mentally ill people
They're
can't
mentally
have,
ill.
can't have guns. People with anxiety can have guns.
No, people that are mentally ill cannot have guns. Actually,
Some can, yes.
No, you cannot. If you had, it's
You might
literally.
wanna double check
if
that.
you yes, go ahead, look it up. 18 USC 922. Look it up. There's people that have mental issues or been committed to a mental institution cannot have guns.
Well, hold on. But what kind of mental issues?
No,
though?
not everyone can buy a gun. Some
Because
idiot
I
over
see
here
your
on the
sign that
side.
says put transgenders in an asylum.
Yes.
You're putting the cart before the horse right now. You're saying that anybody who was put in a mental asylum shouldn't be able to have a gun because that's the law. But you're saying that transgenders should be put in an asylum and therefore they shouldn't have guns. So you're basing your argument off something that isn't even based in reality.
Yeah, put them in asylums and don't let them have guns. There you go. Bam. Who's up next? Who's up next?
Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Myron, I would like to say that I do not represent the DOD in any way, shape, or form.
DOD?
But I got a couple questions for you.
Sure.
So earlier you had said that women shouldn't serve in the military, law enforcement, and whatever else bullshit you said.
They should not be.
Okay,
well,
no, let me talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna go, because here's the thing, you're gonna make your entire argument mischaracterizing a position, right?
Go. You
This one's
also
funny.
said that blacks are crooks. Then you also rebutted
That
and
was
also
crazy.
said that there's a majority of different reasons why. So one main factor you said is because the father wasn't in the household. Okay, I grew up with a single mother and my dad wasn't in the household, but that's also because what happened, the political parties
boy
and
Willie-
the government
Willie
took the black father out of the
Jr.
household in the
Copy,
1980s
I got you,
based
bro.
off crack cocaine. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No. So do you want to do the military thing first, or do you want to go into, because these are two completely different topics?
You can talk now. Go ahead.
Okay. So my position when it comes to the military and it comes to law enforcement is, I don't think women should be in positions where, in the military combat or with being a police officer, like in patrol, where they're going to be likely to be hands-on. If they want to be in a support position, I can maybe have a discussion there. But if they're going to be in a position where they're going to get hands-on with someone, I think that's problematic and creates issues for everyone involved in that shift, in that encounter. And then with the military, same thing. I don't think they should be in combat positions because, unfortunately, women are inferior to men physically, and that creates problems. You're only as strong as your weakest point.
Why does it matter when the person next to you is going to be saving your life? If you were in battle and there was a woman, would you refuse the treatment from the woman?
It's not that I refuse the treatment. I'd prefer it be a man.
Why would you prefer it be a man?
Because let's say I get shot. I'm 200 pounds. Is she going to be able to drag me to safety the same level? No.
There will
She
be
won't.
women that can. I promise you.
She won't be
There's
able
women
to.
in the U.S. military right now, and I know for a fact that will be able to drag you. There's women in the U.S. military right now that score above men on HCFT right now.
Yeah. The minority.
There's women on campus right now that score above men on the HCFT right now.
Look, bro. Look.
Do you want names?
I get
Do
it.
you want names?
I get it. Like
you're saying,
hold on.
but transgenders serving the U.S. military right now, and they're just
That's a problem too. They're mentally ill.
If not better,
they're mentally
than
ill.
You as a piece of shit right now. Saying
Look at this
shit.
guy. Look, I get it, bro. You're trying to get laid. Some of these girls you think are gonna fuck you after this, but the reality is, like, simping for the girls and look, man, you can take the cape off, bro. Like, if I know you want to get some of these girls to fuck you after, but they're probably not. So this is the reality, okay?
This is about basic human respect, and you need to get it through your mind.
No. It's about, here's the reality, bro. Look, you gotta, calm down and make arguments off of facts and not feelings. The reality is, women are physically inferior to men in almost every way. Less lung capacity, less muscle density, less strength, bone density is not the same. Women are just inferior to men in every way. I don't think that it's appropriate for women to be in combat zones where if I get shot and I need to get dragged, she will not be able to drag me. Now we're going to have her and maybe another person to come drag me and put two people on a job that could have just been one. That's a problem, and this is just the reality. Now, ask anyone that works in law enforcement or in military, and they'll admit, if they're not going to get recorded or whatever, they'll admit to you, I prefer to have a guy in backup. I came from law enforcement myself. Whenever we had women going into the house or whatever, they'd blunder, they'd make mistakes, they're not as refined as men, they don't have the same finesse, etc. So I would always put them on the perimeter. I'm just telling you what it is, bro. Anyone from the professional experience will tell you this. It creates a liability for everyone else involved. So why do we got to go ahead and weaken the entire unit because we want to make women feel better or trans feel better? These people are mentally ill. They shouldn't have a gun anyway in the first place. And we shouldn't have women in these positions either. Have strong, able-bodied men. And let's be honest here, too. If any of you guys called 911, right, and you're literally on the verge of dying, or you're trying to get pulled out of a fucking house that's on fire, and you see two women show up, you're gonna be pissed, okay? You want two fucking guys to show up that are going to the gym that can fucking carry your ass out there. I know that for a fact. If you see two women show up, fucking Shaniqua and LaQuina, that don't go to the gym and shit, stomach hanging out, oh, we gonna save you. We gonna save you. Come here, baby. And then they can't even drag your ass out the house because black women don't go to the gym. Then what? Cooked. You're dead. Okay. You're fucking dead. And I'm saying what everyone here is thinking. That's why people are laughing, because it's the truth. No one wants two women to show up at the worst time of their life. When you call 911 and your life is on the line, you want two people to come in and literally get you out of the worst moment of your life. Bro, if I see LaQuina and Shaquina show up, I'm done. Just kill me. It's over.
So you feel that women aren't as equally as capable as men?
They're not. Women are physically inferior to men in every way.
So if you were to race a woman right now, any woman that I choose, you would beat them in every physical test I gave you.
What was that?
If you were to take a physical test against a woman right now, you would beat them.
Bro, I'm talking to generalities here. In general, men are better than women at almost everything. Okay,
nah, he ducking,
physically.
He ducking.
But you're clearly not if you're saying put transgenders in asylums. Like why? Like why can't you just love everybody?
Look, man, like I said, I think they create a lot of problems. I don't think they contribute to society the same way. Like the other guy was trying to make the argument of like, well, you want to go ahead and take guns from trannies, but straight men commit a lot of the crimes. Yeah, but straight men also built up to society, so they're going to get way more tolerance than trans that don't contribute to society. That's a ridiculous argument.
Because that's a whole different stat line, and I'm not talking about that. But you're basically
you brought them up.
You're basically putting transgenders in asylums based off your personal belief, your personal bias to put transgenders in asylums.
Yeah. Put them in asylums. Don't let them have kids, and don't let them have guns. Yep.
But why? Why can't they have kids? Why can't they enjoy the same? The same thing that the
gay people
military
should be able
fights
to.
for. We fight for freedom.
Okay.
What if somebody took all your freedoms away?
Kids grow up the best in a nuclear family with a father and a mother, not two dads, not 2 women, and definitely not 2 people that don't know what their gender is.
Well, all it took was 1 mom for me, and I'm still
If
here
you want to
breathing
go ahead and be trans or gay or whatever, that's fine. But I don't think that that's fair that the child should be suffering because of your sexual degeneracy, because they will suffer. And we got a long line of people behind you, bro, so we can.
Okay, bye, Mr. Myron. Have a great day.
No worries, no worries. You could get back in line if you want. I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance.
Chat, that was crazy, chat. Oh my gosh. My boy, is that balloon behind you? Yeah. It says 1K. I was clip farming at the beginning of the stream. You kind of missed it, but it's okay. It's my 1K balloon. Quartz. Yeah, this is my 1K balloon. 1K. Yeah, you know the vibes. You know the vibes, my boy. You know the vibes. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. Yup. You see it. You see it. 5 minutes till ending your stream. That's crazy. Huh. Oh, yeah. I've been streaming for almost an hour. But yeah, I gotta do some stuff. Like, I'm about to just edit videos and stuff, you know? I think I got some clips from this stream today. But I'll see if they do well. I think it'll do well because it's like controversial, what I was watching. Very controversial. He's
Much
live
more
right
on
now.
This ahead on ABC 15 News at 6. Good day.
All right.
Dang, he spoke on that too? He just spoke on it. Alright, bro, I'm about to end stream up, bro. I'm about to close it up. I'm gonna catch you, bro. I'm gonna catch you, my boy. Thank you for everything, bro. Thank you for being in here, bro. I'll see you on the blocks. Chat, I thank everyone for coming in the stream. You know, we got 8 likes in the live. I really appreciate all y'all. Love all y'all, chat. And I'll see y'all in the next one tomorrow.